I will now be presenting the outputs of the CCMAS pertaining to analysis methodologies and sampling in its 43rd session. Regarding the background, as you can see on the presentation, the 43rd session was conducted between the 14th to 18th of May 2024 in Budapest, Hungary. 54 member countries attended, 1 member organization, and 14 observer organizations. And there were also 3 Arab countries attending. As usual, we had Egypt, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia. And I would like to greet them and thank them for their efforts. We were about 200 participants in total. Also, on April 9th, 2024, there was a regional session gathering the CCNE, CC Africa, CC LAC. This was a colloquium between 3 regions to prepare for the current colloquium. Among the most important agenda items, we had agenda item 3 and 4 on the endorsements of methods and analysis provisions and sampling plans in Codex standards and review methods of analysis as well. Regarding the highlights of the discussions, we have item 3.1. The Codex committee for this item was CCSCH, and the targeted method or sampling plan was the methods for spices such as small cardamom, allspice, juniper berry, and star anise, turmeric, dried or dehydrated ginger, cloves, dried basil, saffron, nutmeg, dried or dehydrated chili pepper, and paprika. As per the recommendation, the majority endorsed except for methods for curcuminoids. This is for item 3.1. As per 3.1, when it comes to the CCFO, pertaining to fats and olives, the methods for olive oil and olive pomace oils was to endorse or revoke as recommended. As per item 3.11, pertaining to committee CCCF, the targeted method or sampling plan was sampling plan for methyl mercury in fish, and the recommendation was to have it endorsed. As per item 3.2, it was presented by the CCMAS, and the targeted methods with methods for certain processed fruits and vegetables, and the recommendation was to retain some methods and to endorse numeric performance criteria. Pertaining to the pending items from the previous meeting, CCMAS43, the recommendation was to endorse methods for PP and CD in food, and to revoke general methods for the detection of eradicated foods, and to suggest additional methods for the consideration of the CCCF. When it comes to item 4, review of methods of analysis in CXS 234, item 4.1, cereals, pulses, and legumes, we discussed practice size in gari and edible cassava flour, color in pearl millet flour and sorghum flour, moisture in quinoa, fat and crude protein, and protein in quinoa. As per the methods that were not endorsed, those were methods for ash in sorghum flour, sorghum grains, degermed maize, meal and maize corn grits, durum wheat semolina, durum wheat flour, pearl millet, soy protein products, vegetable proteins, wheat flour, wheat protein products, including wheat, gluten, whole and decorticated pearl millet grains. As per the recommendations pertaining to items 4.2, to remove the methods for which there were no provisions in corresponding fish or fishery project standards, to also endure the recommended methods included in the report, and to endorse and correct some numeric performance criteria pertaining to item 4.3. I apologize, I'm facing a technical issue. Item 4.3 pertaining to fruit juices. It was agreed during the CCMAS43 to re-establish the EWG chaired by Germany, working in English, to review the workable package for fruit juices for consideration by the CCMAS44. Regarding the summary and future work of this committee, and numeric performance criteria for the determination of nitrate and nitrite ions in certain metrics, and to re-establish working groups, in addition to methods of analysis of precautionary allergen labeling and re-establishing working groups, and to set an approach for the placement of nitrogen conversion factors. And so they requested that the CCNE to consider whether it is appropriate to set the NX value of 5.71 for tahine. These were the highlights of discussion during this committee, and I hope that I have managed to cover and give you an overview of that. Thank you.